Call it the old cop in me, the old CO in me, but something just doesn't seem right here. I hope I'm wrong, but this case gives me a weird feeling.
Alabama woman is home safe after disappearing for more than 48 hours. 25-year-old Carlee Russell returned home Saturday night after vanishing late Thursday. Following this 911 call, she reported a stranded toddler on the side of the highway. While Russell is safe now, her short disappearance is generating a lot more questions than it is answers. And Nick Smith is here with the latest. Nick, I know you covered this story all weekend long.
We did indeed, Marky. We even spoke to her family, her mother and father, who were more than receptive to asking us for help to get the message out that she had been missing. After a nightmarish 48 hours, Carlee Russell's family is breathing a sigh of relief thanks to her safe return.
Now, let me say this. In light of all that we've been hearing lately, especially with the movie The Sound of Freedom, all the controversy associated with it, there is a reality to sex trafficking. And this entire situation could have been one of those instances. I just want to say that. I think the reason why I have a tendency to be skeptical is because I came across similar situations throughout my career that turned out to be nothing, where typically a young lady was trying to hide maybe a extramarital affair or some type of relationship that they didn't want their family members to know about, and they hid it. Or and I'm not saying this is her situation, but I've had prostitutes who came to me and said that they were sexually assaulted. I've seen that on so many occasions. And then after we do our investigation, come to find out it was completely false. The guy didn't pay up when he was supposed to. And so they pressed charges against them and had us go through all the paperwork and do a felony report on sexual assault just because they were upset that this guy stiffed them, basically. Bad choice of words, I'm sure, but you get the point.
But now police in Hoover, Alabama are trying to figure out exactly what happened in the time Miss Russell disappeared Thursday night and who may be responsible. It's a tragic story we're all too familiar with. A woman goes missing without a trace, leaving loved ones frantically searching for clues, praying for their safe return. But for the family of Carlee Russell, their waking nightmare ended Saturday with a happy ending. Carlee returning home, seemingly out of nowhere. On Sunday, Russell's boyfriend, Thomas Simmons, posting to Facebook, claiming Russell was kidnapped and, quote, was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. But all police are saying is that Russell showed up on her parents' doorstep alone 2 days after going missing, and that she was taken to a hospital for evaluation. On Thursday night, Russell called 911 to report a toddler stranded on a highway. She then called her brother's girlfriend.
I think she kind of let her guard down, thinking that they were so close. And when she got out the car, she did tell my daughter-in-law, I can't just leave. I can't just leave this little child on the side of the road.
Russell got out of her car to check on the child, staying on the line with her brother's girlfriend until suddenly she was gone.
You can see the anguish in their family, and completely understandable. You get some information like that, or you get a phone call like that, and then the person just disappears and they're gone for 2 days, especially when it's not like them, I'm assuming. That would have to be heartbreaking. And the joy, the relief to have them back I can only imagine how they're feeling. That's why I'm just really hoping that I'm wrong. I'm really, really hoping that I'm wrong. But and again, it could just be me being cynical. That's not beyond the realm of possibility.
She did hear a scream, and then she could tell there was maybe some type of shuffling, and the phone dropped to the ground. And from there, all she could hear was background noise.
Despite a multi-state search effort, there was no trace of Russell, whose car was found with the door open and her belongings still inside. Then on Saturday night, Russell suddenly showed up on her parents' doorstep, but her return now raising more questions than answers.
We're sure that she called 911 from the interstate, and we're sure that a few minutes later, when the police arrived, she was not there, and there wasn't a toddler there either.
While one witness says they saw a gray car pulled in front of Russell's vehicle and a man standing outside of her car, Police haven't announced any leads.
You know, there's still forensic stuff that hasn't come back yet. There's just things that we want to have to make sure that we understand again exactly what took place, and then again during that 48, 49 hours.
Yeah, and while police are continuing to investigate Russell's disappearance, they are not currently digging into one of the most confounding aspects of this case, the lost toddler that Russell reported to 911. Police say they have no reports of a missing child meeting that description, who that child may be, or where they were allegedly left by the side of the road.
It's really odd that the police aren't digging into this case, or at least that part of the case more. The situation with the toddler, maybe there's no evidence for him. That might be hard to clarify. Kid walking through grass, you would think there might be some kind of footprint or something along those lines, but I'm sure that they're trying to follow up on the story. Or maybe they know more than they're sharing with the public right now. I'm doing the best I can not to jump the gun or make assumptions. I'm just telling you what my gut tells me. I'm very open to being wrong, and even making the video once we know more and admitting that I was wrong. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think this is legit, or do you get a feeling that there's something fishy going on? Either way, let me know. Comment down.